What is up? What is up? Awesome people of the internet. Guys, the time has arrived. We are at Selection Sunday, and I, for one, am very excited about the next hour, because in the next hour, we will find out the 68 teams that are all set to play in the NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament. It's going to be a great time. We already got the men already situated already. We know what that bracket looks like. Now, let's focus on the women. Let's figure out where teams are going. We already know 31 teams that are already locked in place. These are the 31 teams that won their qualifications, meaning that they won their conference tournament. And 31 teams, they're already settled. We got some other teams that everybody basically knows that's going to be in it. And then we have the list of the maybes. Who is actually going to end up making the final bracket? Now, guys, if y'all want to watch this live, this is live on ESPN. Over the next hour, we will find out those 68 teams. I hope y'all are excited about it. I, for one, am very much excited about it. We got some people in the chat. What's up, y'all? What's up? I hope y'all are having a fan-freaking-tastic day. Shree says, I'm ready. Yeah, it's gonna be a great one. It's gonna be a great one. Zebra, thanks for rocking out with me, says, let's go Lehigh Mountain Hawks. Yes. If you didn't know, now you know. Lehigh has clinched a berth to go dancing. Okay. There were some games that happened today where we saw some teams get the job done. Earlier today, Lehigh ended up winning the Patriot League. Shout out to them. And they are making the dance. It should be fun. It should be very, very fun. What's up, Vic? Hope you are doing well. Big Boomo says, gives us TCU has the second seed, please. I think TCU will have the second seed, I believe. So yeah, we about to find out, guys. We are about to find out who is placed where. Earlier today, I went over some bracketology stuff where you were able to hear what Charlie Cream was thinking as of last night. They got Elle Duncan, Andrea Carter, Carolyn Peck, Rebecca Lobo, and Charlie Cream at the desk for ESPN as they talk through. Basically, they're just gonna stall for roughly an hour. When the list is already created, the NCAA has already given it to ESPN. They already know who has made the 68 teams. However, they're going to stall it out because they have to make a show out of it, right? So it's going to be an hour of little drops here and there of information. But it's in. We just have to wait for it. We have to wait for it. Jamila says, UConn. I mean, that's one team that you don't have to really worry about. There's so many teams that you don't have to worry about really being in there. Julia says, so USC, question mark. Well, I mean, USC is in it for sure. We'll see where they land. Likely a second seed. But yeah, we'll see. W. Brazil says, Quita has the mornings on lock, and now she's locking the evening hours. Hey, y'all. Well, what's up? Yeah, I'm been enjoying, guys. Let me know. Have y'all been enjoying the morning shows? According to Google Analytics, or according to YouTube Analytics, I should say, it tells me that actually the lowest audience listens in the morning or watches in the morning. Like when you can see like when your audience is usually on YouTube, and it seems like you all are pretty much on YouTube in the evenings, but with like all the stuff I have going on, I can't necessarily do the evenings, and so yeah, mornings it is, and I know that not all of y'all are able to watch it. However, sorry, this is mornings are the best thing for me to actually be able to give y'all content. And first thing in the morning before I have to do all of my obligations for the day, I think it's helpful. All right. We are in Regional 1, Spokane, and the number 1 overall seed for Regional 1 is UCLA. Not a surprise. Not a surprise at all. Okay, this is something that we expected because how good UCLA has been all season. I am not surprised by the decision by the committee to put UCLA as the number 1 seed in Region 1. That is happening in Spokane. All right, so UCLA will either face UC San Diego or Southern. And so let's see, y'all. Let's go Southern. UC San Diego versus Southern. They're going to be in the first 4 matchup. And whoever wins that is going to take on UCLA, which is going to be wild. Wild, wild, wild. Wild. All right, they've just seeded Richmond at number 8 in Region 1 for Spokane. And they are going to face Georgia Tech. Ooh, that's going to be a fire game. Okay, Yellow Jackets. I mean, yeah, that's going to be a cool battle. That is going to be a cool battle right there. But I probably got Georgia Tech on that one, though. I probably got Georgia Tech over Richmond. But that's fire, though. All right, number 4 in Regional 1, we have the Baylor Bears in the 4 seed. Of course, not a surprise at all on that front. And who are they facing? They are facing GCU. Wow, this is going to be the first time they are in the NCAA tournament, and Grand Canyon is taking on Baylor. Now, that is going to be a wild, wild, wild game where Grand Canyon, y'all got a lot to work on because that's going to be a battle. All right, now we are looking at Ole Miss. Y'all, Ole Miss, number 5 seed, they are going to be facing. Who they going to be facing? Let's see. They are going to be facing Ball State. Okay. All right. To be honest with you guys, full transparency, I have not watched a game of Ball State all year. I have not watched a Ball State game this year. However, the Cardinals, I gotta look them up. I gotta look them up and watch some games because I don't know what that's gonna look like, but it should be very, very exciting. Guys, let me know y'all thoughts as we go through this thing. All right, we are continuing on with the rest of Region 1, which is, of course, happening in Spokane. Number 3 seed is LSU. And we see the 2 boots on the floor. We got Flau'jae Johnson and Anissa Morrow in a boot. Flau'jae has her right foot in a boot. Anissa has her left foot in a boot. Kim Mulkey is in the middle saying, hey, both of them going to be ready. They're going to both be ready. Not both. Both. They're going to both be ready. And they are facing San Diego State. Y'all, the Aztecs taking on LSU. Y'all, I watched the Aztecs' journey to ultimately win their conference. Awesome. I'm excited about this team because I actually really like the Aztecs. So let's go. Let's go, San Diego State. Can you make the impossible happen? Maybe not, but it should be fun. It should be fun. All right, let's keep on. We got Florida State at number 6. The Seminoles are about to make some stuff happen with Tenaya Lass. Of course, they're going to score a whole bunch of points. Who are they going to face against? They're going to face against the number 11 seed, which is George Mason. Okay, Patriots, y'all better do y'all thing. This is going to be the first time that George Mason is going to be in the NCAA tournament. I'm excited about it. They get ready to dance, and they have an absolute defensive battle that they are going to have to face. Guys, if y'all could, please do me a huge favor as y'all are joining in. Make sure to hit that like button. That really does help the channel out a whole lot. We are going to continue to go on our list at the number 2 seed in Region 1, we have NC State, the Wolfpack. They got the job done and are a number 2 seed. Remember, NC State went to the Final Four last year. Remember that. Remember, they went to the Final Four last year. They are looking to go dancing again to the Final Four. We're going to see ultimately if they're going to make that happen. Who are they facing with that number 15, with that number 15 seed? They are going to be facing Vermont. All right. Let's go Vermont. Yeah, it should be fun. That should be. I talked about Vermont earlier today. They were one of those automatic qualifiers, and we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. We don't have that much left to go. Finishing up Region 1 in Spokane, we have the number 7 seed Michigan State. The Spartans are getting ready to dance. And who are they facing? They are facing the number 10 seed Harvard. Let's go. Okay, this is a game that I am so excited about. I am a huge fan of Harmony Turner. Harmony Turner, y'all, she is box office. When you talk about women's basketball, when you talk about college basketball, Harmony Turner should be on the top of your list. She is lights out. You want to watch her play. You want to just see what she's going to do. Is she going to drop 40? She's going to drop 30? What's she going to do? What's she going to do? But Harvard is getting ready to take on a pretty big battle. Pretty big battle against Michigan State. Now, I'm going to say this. The Spartans, y'all better watch out because y'all absolutely can get got. Ultimately, any of these teams can get got in Region 1. This should be very, very exciting. I hope y'all are ready for it. Should be a good battle. It should be a very, very, very good battle. But again, we got the first round of Region 1 all set to go. We're ultimately going to see where everybody ends up landing very, very soon. But we do have Region 1 all set to go. Give me 1 second. I am about to pull this up on the screen so you all can take a look. But yeah, man, this is going to be a fun battle. It's sort of like, hey, what's going to happen, man? Anybody, as always, can and will get got. I've talked about this before. I say it again because it's true. Doesn't matter who you are. If you don't show up, we can see a Cinderella team make some noise. I'm just saying. I am absolutely just saying, guys. Now, give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna switch over the screen so y'all can see the teams that are in Region 1. Now, again, Region 1 is taking place in Spokane, Washington. But remember, the first 2 rounds are taking place for the highest seed. The highest seed is the home for those first 2 rounds. Yeah. All right. All right, so I have Region 1 all up on the screen right here. Again, you can see UCLA versus San Diego or Southern. We got Richmond versus Georgia Tech, Ole Miss versus Ball State, I should say. Baylor versus Grand Canyon, Florida State versus George Mason, LSU versus San Diego State, Michigan State versus Harvard, and we have NC State versus Vermont. All right, now moving on to Regional 2 that's taking place in Birmingham, we have the number 1 seed, South Carolina, and they are going to be taking on Tennessee Tech. The Golden Eagles of Tennessee is about to have a big battle on their hands. A big battle on their hands. Continuing on, we have number 8 seed Utah, and they are getting ready to play the number 9 seed. Who's the number 9 seed? Let's make that reveal, ESPN, real quick. They are facing Indiana. The Hokies are taking on the Utes. Number 8 versus number 9. That should be a fun battle right there. I do think Indiana takes it, but hey, we'll see. We will ultimately see what happens. All right, again, guys, we are now in Regional 2. On the screen, I have Regional 1 in Spokane. We are talking about Regional 2. They are unveiling that right now, okay? Okay, they got a live look at College Park right now where the Maryland Terrapins are dancing in front of all of their titles. They're the number 4 seed in Regional 2, and they are looking forward to playing number 13, Norfolk State. Let's go. Okay, Norfolk State. Okay, let's go. I'm excited about this game because Diamond Johnson is fantastic. I'm a huge fan of hers. Truly, like I don't cover HBCU teams that much. However, I am so excited to ultimately see them do their thing. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep it going. We got number 5, Alabama. Who the Crimson Tide about to face? They are about to face number 12, Green Bay. That should be very, very fun. SW says Norfolk State is tough. They are. That should be a very, very fun game. Chris says Grand Canyon to the Sweet 16. Woo. What? That would be a Cinderella story for the ages. I'm going to tell you that. That would be a Cinderella story for sure. For sure. All right, guys, thank you so much for rocking with me. If y'all could, as y'all are joining in, please hit that like button. We are in Regional 2. On the screen, I have Regional 1. Let's look at number 3, North Carolina in Regional 2. They are looking forward to facing Oregon State. So we got the Tar Heels versus the Beavers, number 3 versus number 14. Y'all, Oregon State, I have enjoyed their ride this year. This is a team that had a not so great start to start the season. However, they have kicked it into gear, won their conference tournament, and they are looking pretty fan freaking tastic. So let's go Beavers. Let's go Beavers. Let's make some noise. All right, let's continue on in Regional 2. We have number 6, West Virginia. About to make some noise. At number 6, they got JJ Kennerly, their main star on that squad. Who are the Mountaineers about to face? Well, they are going to face either Columbia or Washington. So Columbia and Washington are in the first 4. They're playing in the first 4 games. And whoever wins that will be facing West Virginia. Okay? Okay, now guys, if y'all want to make a comment, y'all can. You just have to subscribe to the channel. In order to put a comment in the chat, you have to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you can say whatever you want, and I will try my best to try to get it on the screen. We got a lot of comments, and I want to try to regulate for subscribers. And so let's go. Okay, now let's look at number 2. The number 2 seed, we have Duke. Who is Duke? Who are Duke about to face? Let's see. Who is number 2 Duke about to face? Because the thing is, when you talk about Duke, you got to talk about 2 players. You got to talk about Toby Fournier, and you have to talk about Double O. All right, Duke is facing Lehigh, who just punched their ticket. They just punched their ticket in the NCAA today. And Lehigh is about to be dancing against Duke. Okay? That should be really fun. Guys, we are in the middle of Unrivaled. That is also happening at the same time. I was watching it earlier. It was kind of close, but it seems like Team Rose is down bad. And they're down real bad. 40 laces, 29 for Team Rose. That one's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. Okay. All right. Let's continue on again, guys. Remember, we are still in Regional 2. We got Vanderbilt, number 7. They are getting ready to face number 10, Oregon. All right, so Vandy versus the Ducks. All right, that should be a fun game. Ultimately, yes, I think it's hard to imagine that Vandy will lose. However, anything can happen. Anything can happen. So we have Regional 1 all situated. And now we have just figured out Regional 2. So we got Regional 1 and Regional 2 in the books. And we'll kind of see. We'll kind of see how this continues to go. What are y'all thoughts so far? Are y'all surprised? I'm going to tell you one thing. I am very surprised that Ole Miss is not hosting. Ole Miss is a 5 seed in Regional 1. I thought they were going to be a number 4 seed. So I am a bit surprised about that. What do y'all think? Are y'all surprised that Ole Miss is not hosting? I tell you this. Yeah. Coach Yo, she did all she could to try to be a host, but unfortunately for them, they are not able to. We'll see. We'll see what happens from here. But yeah, they are not hosting, and I tell you this, I guarantee they got a chip on their shoulder. I guarantee they mad about it. They was happy because they was on TV, but I guarantee you they are not very happy at all. So yeah. So we have a Regional 1 and a Regional 2 all set. All right. So we just did a Regional 1 earlier. And now we are on Regional 2, where we will eventually, if they make it far enough, we will see South Carolina versus Duke. Okay? Yes, Brother Hannibal. Yes. Duke and South Carolina in the same regional. I think that should be fun. I think that should be pretty fun. How about you? What do y'all think about this so far? I'm excited, guys. I am excited. As y'all know, I just love to watch women's hoops, right? I love to just see what's going to happen ultimately. And I want to see people get got. I want to see upsets. I want to see surprises. I want to see amazing performances. That's what I want. When I watch women's basketball, when I watch sports in general, if it's not my favorite team, which is the Chicago Sky, if it's not them, yeah, I want upsets, man. I want upsets. Now again, guys, here is the better looking view of Regional 2. Now again, guys, Regional 2, this is the look for right now. We're going to go down the list. Now, guys, we still have 2 more regionals to look at, but right now we have Regional 1 and Regional 2 all set to go. And we're just gonna keep rocking out, man. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. For the number 1 overall seed, we have South Carolina. Not a surprise. I'm not sure if anybody is actually surprised about this decision to have South Carolina as the number 1 overall pick. Not surprised about it, but let's continue on. So South Carolina is going to be taking on Tennessee Tech. We got Utah versus Indiana, Alabama versus Green Bay. We got Maryland versus Norfolk State. We got West Virginia versus either Columbia or Washington. Those 2 teams are playing in the first 4 games. We have North Carolina versus Oregon State. We got Vandy versus Oregon. And we have Duke versus Lehigh. That is Regional 2. Okay, Regional 2. Now remember, the reason why it says those locations on the screen is because those are where the first 2 rounds will be held. So the first 2 rounds for Regional 2 will be held in either Columbia, South Carolina, because South Carolina is the number 1 seed. They'll also be taking place in College Park, Maryland, because Maryland is the number 4 seed. The games will also take place in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, because North Carolina is the number 3 seed. And finally, the games will take place in Durham, North Carolina, because Duke is the number 2 seed. Make sense? Makes sense. Okay, let's continue on. Guys. Let's take a look at Regional 1 that is taking place in Spokane. And we have UCLA as the number 1 overall seed in that regional, and they're going to take on either San Diego, University of San Diego, or Southern. Those two teams are playing in the first 4 games. We have Richmond versus Georgia Tech. We got Ole Miss versus Ball State, Baylor versus Grand Canyon, Florida State versus George Mason, LSU versus San Diego State, Michigan State versus Harvard, and NC State versus Vermont. Same exact thing. The top 4 teams are hosting the first two rounds at their home. So LA for UCLA. We got Waco as the host because of Baylor. We got Baton Rouge as the location because of LSU, and we have Raleigh, North Carolina as the location because of NC State. Okay, now we've gone over the Region 1 in Spokane. We've gone over Region 2 in Birmingham. Now let's go to Regional 3 in Birmingham. We have the number 1 overall seed in Regional 3 as Texas. Texas is going to either take on High Point or William and Mary. Okay, Texas versus High Point / William and Mary. We'll see ultimately who wins that first 4 game between High Point and William and Mary. Okay. All right. Next up, we have the number 8 Fighting Illini. Let's go, Illinois, taking on Creighton. So number 8 versus number 9 in that one. And Creighton, hey man, this is about to be a battle. I don't know who's going to take this one between Illinois and Creighton. I don't know, but I think that's going to be a fun game. That is going to be a fun game to watch. All right, number 4 seed in Regional 3 is the Ohio State Buckeyes. And who are Ohio State playing? Who they going to play? They are taking on Montana State. Let's go, Bobcats. Montana State, this is their first time they in the NCAA tournament, and they are excited about it. Looks like they got a lot of the student body in the building cheering them on. But hey, in Bozeman, they letting y'all know we ball over here too. And they are taking on Ohio State. Now, let's go Montana State. Can we make an upset, Montana State? Can we make an upset? I think that'd be fun. I think that would be really, really, really fun. All right, moving on. We have number 5, Tennessee. The Lady Vols. Wow, they have a very, very nice area that they're in. Wow, is that their locker room? It looks so nice. Wow. They are number 5. They just eked out of that top 4 pick, and they are taking on South Florida. So we got Tennessee versus South Florida. Okay. So we're gonna see. Charlisa says, "I'm here for Juju. Where's she at?" Well, she gonna be likely. Well, we're gonna be seeing her soon. We're gonna be seeing USC soon. Okay. Felipe says, "Where's the likes, friends?" Yes, if y'all could hit that like button, that really does help the channel out a whole lot. Please hit that like button. We got 1,000 people in the chat, but we only have 280 likes. If y'all could, please hit that like button. That really does help the channel out a whole lot. All right, let's continue on for Regional 3. We have number 3 seed Notre Dame. They are a team that has gone through a pretty substantial skid. This is a team that was looking at a possible number 1 seed, but they started to lose games, and they have dropped down to number 3. So Notre Dame is going to be taking on number 14, Stephen F. Austin. The Lady Jackets about to make some noise against Notre Dame. I'm excited about it. I am excited about it. I may be going to a game because, Notre Dame is not very far from me. They're not very far. So, I may go to a game. I'm just saying. I may go to a game. All right. Let's continue on in Regional 3. Let's look at the Michigan Wolverines, and they are going to be facing either Iowa State or Princeton. So Iowa State versus Princeton in the first 4 game. And whoever wins that will face Michigan. All right. So that should be a fun game. I mean, actually, I think I may be going. I may be going to Notre Dame, to South Bend. I may be going to South Bend. I'm just saying. I may be going to South Bend because I think that's going to be some fun games to watch. Okay. So people upset about Notre Dame as a third. You wanted Notre Dame to be higher? The thing is, the reason why Notre Dame went to number 3 is because how crappy they have played lately. They have had some terrible games. And yes, they did not play like a number 2 seed. Nah, they didn't. So, anyway. All right, let's continue on. We have number 2, TCU. They're number 2 because they won the Big 12. That is the reason why they are at number 2. And they are taking on Farley Dickinson. So that should be a fun one to watch. TCU versus Farley Dickinson. And number 7, to kind of wrap up Regional 3, we have number 7, Louisville. And who is Louisville about to face? They're about to face the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Okay? Got the Cardinals versus the Cornhuskers. So again, that should be really fun. Regional 3 is looking like a fun battle. We got Texas. We got Notre Dame. We got TCU, Tennessee, and Ohio State in the same regional. That should be a very, very fun battle. Galen, absolutely. TCU did earn their seed, in my opinion. They won the Big 12. The only way they were going to get that high of a seed was if they won the Big 12. They did their job, won the Big 12, and ultimately that is why they are at the number 2 seed. All right. Fair lead, not far late. Thank you, Journey. Fair lead, not far late. Thank you so much for that insight. Really do appreciate it. All right, now, guys, let's take a full look at the full slate for Regional 3. Because again, guys, we going down the whole list. I just realized I have my template for Quita in the mornings. I know it's not the morning, but hey. I forgot to change out my template. Sorry. I know it's not the morning. All right. So this is Regional 3, okay? Yes, I will be live streaming the WNBA draft. Absolutely. Shout out to everybody who is rocking out with this live stream. Where y'all from? Let me know in the comments. Where are y'all from? Anybody from Illinois? Anybody from Florida? Anybody from South Carolina? Where y'all at? Let me know. No Pinky. I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong. Says it's 2:33 a.m. here in South Africa. Wow. That's very early. So I appreciate you. Salute to you for staying up and rocking with your girl. I appreciate you. So much. And I hope you get to go to sleep soon. All right. I hope you get to go to sleep soon. All right. Life with LT says Chicago. What's up? Can you believe how this weather was? Like 2 days ago, it was very warm. And then today I woke up and I was like, is that sleet outside? Is that like, it's like rain and snow mixed together? Like, what's going on? It got cold all of a sudden. Crazy. And it's about to warm back up again, so that's how it is. Journeys from the DMV. We got Crumb Cake from Brooklyn. Works World is from New Jersey. Christopher is from South Carolina. It's Possible is from Ghana. Whoa, people are everywhere, man. Y'all are everywhere. Sierra is from New Orleans. Con Lanning is from Connecticut. Sarah is in St. Louis. SC Scout Guy is, of course, from South Carolina. All right, we got quite a few South Carolina people in the building. B. Gill is watching from Mississippi. MISSISSIPPI. That was like this. We used to do a jump. It was like a jump rope thing. Like why? But like we would like spell in Mississippi. I don't know why, but like it was just a thing. Anyway, random. Anyway, we got Anya E from Indiana. More people from South Carolina. Level Up Sports says, let's get them likes to 1,000 plus. Yes. Hit that like. It really does help the channel out a whole lot. Now let's get back to looking at where things are standing. Because again, we just wrapped up Regional 3, figuring out who is going where. And the number one seed for Regional 3 is, surprise, Texas. Texas Longhorns got the job done. They are facing either High Points or William and Mary. We have Illinois versus Creighton. We got Tennessee versus South Florida. We have Ohio State versus Montana State. We got Michigan versus either Iowa State or Princeton. We have Notre Dame versus FSA. We have Louisville versus Nebraska. We got TCU versus FDU. All right, that is what is happening right now. And we have one more regional to go. One more regional to go. So all the teams that y'all have not seen so far, a lot of them is going to be in the last regional. Okay. Sierra, thank you so much for the super chat. Says the awesome people of the internet global tonight. Go Quita. Yeah, go y'all. Man. Like truly, you all are absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. Like truly, I appreciate y'all so much for y'all support. They're doing this final one seed, UConn versus USC. Why would we'll see. Let's see. Now, of course, is USC. The number one seed for the last Regional 3, is USC. Yeah. USC over UConn. Yeah. That's not even a question. Guys. That's not even a question. Ooh, man. I guess I shouldn't have wore a sweatshirt because I am like sweating in these bright lights. I am sweating in these bright lights. Okay. All right, let's take a quick break. Let's take a quick break to take a look at what's going on in our rival. We got Team Rose. They back in this. 58-55. Rose is leading the Laces. The winning score is 63. So let's see what happens on that front. Y'all keep me posted. About that one because, of course, I can't watch it. But Chelsea Gray is cooking, though. Anyway, USC, the number one seed in Regional 4, which is happening in Spokane. USC is taking on UNC Greensboro, okay? Versus UNC Greensboro. Now let's keep on going for the rest of Regional 4. We have number 8, the number 8 seed, the Cal Golden Bears. And who are they facing? Oh, they facing Mississippi State. Okay. Cal versus Mississippi State. I think that's going to be a fun battle. I think that is going to be a fun battle. I'm excited about that one. I am excited. Guys, so it's going to be fun. Okay, number 4, we got Kentucky. All right, Kentucky has had a wild ride and they dancing. TikTok dancing. That's what everybody does now. It's just you got to when the camera's on you, it seems like college kids, they gotta do a TikTok dance. Now, number 4, Kentucky, who they facing? They facing number 13, the Liberty Flames. All right, Kentucky versus Liberty. Let's go. All right, again, USC versus UNC Greensboro, Cal versus Mississippi State, Kentucky versus Liberty, and we have number 5, Kansas State, K-State. Who they about to face? K-State is about to face number 12, Fairfield, okay? Number 12, Fairfield. Let's go, Stags. Let's go, Stags. Literally, everyone's doing dances. Literally, that's what everyone does. Everyone does dances. Okay. All right. We are at the last list of teams that have made the tournament. Okay. So if your team name is not called in the next 2 minutes, that means your team was not one of the 68 teams. Okay. All right. Number 3, we have Oklahoma. Oklahoma Sooners. Who y'all about to face? Who y'all about to face in Regional 4? Number 3, Oklahoma Sooners. They about to face number 14. Who they about to face? Who they about to face? They about to face Florida Gulf Coast. Florida Gulf Coast. Oklahoma versus Florida Gulf Coast. That should be a fun game. Y'all, Florida Gulf Coast is a team that they always figure out ways to win, and they won 30 games this year. Like, wild. Now we continue on. We have Iowa as the number 6 seed. All right, the Iowa Hawkeyes, number 6 seed. And who are they about to face? Also, breaking news, Team Rose just took down the Laces, 63-57. I'm just saying. Spoiler alert, if y'all was going to watch that later. Rose got the job done, and Chelsea Gray was Chelsea Gray. You know, I'm just saying. Chelsea Gray. Anyway, we have Iowa, number 6, taking on number 11, Murray State. The Murray State Racers about to take on the Hawkeyes. That should be fun. We have UConn, finally mentioned. UConn, the number 2 seed in Region 4. Number 2 seed in Region 4. Who are they about to face? Well, they are about to face a number 15 seed. Let's see who is that going to be. They are facing Arkansas State. The Red Wolves are in the tourney, and they are dancing against UConn. Okay. That should be really, really fun. Look at the little boy. Little boy just like, he's like, I'm moving my arms. He's so cute. All right. And rounding everything out. This is it. Last two teams. Your team is not named. You messed up for this year. I mean, I'm just saying. Anyway. All right. We have the Oklahoma State Cowgirls at number 7. And they are taking on South Dakota State. Okay, Oklahoma State versus the Jackrabbits. That should be pretty fun. Okay, so guys, we have our full bracket. We're done. That's it. We just went through all 4. Regionals. Man, are y'all shocked? Are y'all excited? What's going on? Let me know what your thoughts are, because we about to do just a wrap up of everything. We about to talk about everything about all 4 of these regionals, because there were some surprises. There were some surprises, and boy, don't we love surprises? Boy, oh boy, don't we love it? I mean, I love it. I don't know about y'all, but I love it. But yeah, that is what we are seeing right now. Guys, if y'all could, please hit that like button. I'm not about to take up too much more of your time. We about to be gone pretty soon. But yeah, please hit that like button. That really does help the channel out a whole lot. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. We're about to go through the full list of all of the teams that are currently in the NCAA tournament. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go to the full list. All right. I'm taking off my headphones because I am done listening to ESPN. We about to have a conversation. Okay? We about to have a conversation about these matchups. Okay? Yes, I see the breaking WNBA news. We're gonna go over that after we go through this. Okay? We're gonna stay focused on what we are doing right now, which is talking about who got in for the NCAA tournament. Okay. In the Regional 1, in Spokane Regional 1, we have everything all situated. And who is going on the big dance? Who is about to make some noise? We have UCLA as the number 1 seed in that regional. And who are they facing? Well, they are either going to face UC San Diego or they're going to face Southern, okay? So UC San Diego and Southern are both in the first 4 games. They're going to play against each other, and whoever wins that is going to face UCLA. We have number 8 Richmond taking on number 9 Georgia Tech. And remember, guys, that cluster of 4 games, those games will be taking place in Los Angeles, California at UCLA's arena. Okay, now again, we're going over Spokane Regional 1 right now. We're going to go through all of the regionals, all 4 of the regionals in just a sec. But again, first, Regional 1. Okay, Regional 1 first. All right, now let's continue on for the rest of Regional 1. We have Ole Miss, who wanted to be a number 4 seed. Unfortunately for them, they are a number 5 seed instead, and they are going to be facing Ball State. So Ole Miss versus Ball State, and we also have Baylor versus Grand Canyon. Again, because Baylor is number 4, they are having those games in Waco, Texas. Okay, all right. So it helps to be at the top of your game because you get to host for the first 2 rounds. All right, let's continue on in Baton Rouge. We are going to see Florida State versus George Mason. We're also going to see LSU versus San Diego State. So Florida State is ranked number 6, and they are facing against number 11 George Mason. We have number 3 LSU taking on number 14 San Diego State. All right, let's continue on to the final grouping for Spokane Regional 1. We have Michigan State number 7 taking on Harvard, which I'm excited about. I'm excited about that game. All right, we also have NC State versus Vermont. All right, so Michigan State number 7 taking on number 10 Harvard. We have NC State number 2 taking on Vermont, and those games are happening in Raleigh, North Carolina, because NC State is ranked number 2. All right. Let's continue on. We're going to do this real quick, and we're going to go to some commentary, and we are about to get into the breaking WNBA news. Okay, let's continue on. Let's talk about Regional 2. Birmingham Regional 2, which is, it's going to be a pretty fun regional, I think, in my opinion. At least we have the number 1 seed, which is South Carolina. They are taking on the number 16 seed, Tennessee Tech. So South Carolina versus Tennessee Tech. We have number 8 Utah taking on number 9 Indiana. Those games are happening in Columbia, South Carolina, because of course, again, as I said earlier, the first 2 rounds are hosted by the higher seed. So those groupings of games will happen in Columbia, South Carolina. Let's move on. Let's talk about what's happening in College Park, Maryland, because, of course, Maryland is the number 4 seed. They are taking on Norfolk State. That should be a fun game. I'm excited about that. Diamond Johnson, you better do your big one. You better do your big one in this tournament, okay? Show up and show out, and let folks know that HBCUs are about that and can absolutely make some stuff happen, okay? Okay. We have Alabama versus Green Bay. So number 5, Alabama taking on number 12, Green Bay. That should be a fun game as well that Alabama should get the dub, but at the same time, Green Bay. Hey, upsets. Let's go. Here's the thing, guys. This is not me being anti any team, I love upsets. I want to see upsets. I love to see when teams that are not supposed to be not supposed to win. Okay, great. Let's continue on. We have taking place in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. We have North Carolina as the number 3 seed. They're taking on number 14, Oregon State, who I have enjoyed watching. Oregon State is one of those teams that, like, I didn't expect for them to be very good this year because they lost basically their entire roster, but they have rebuilt themselves. I made a separate video about it. Check it out if y'all haven't watched it. But anyway, North Carolina versus Oregon State should be a fun game. We have West Virginia taking on either Columbia or Washington. Those two teams are facing off in one of those first 4 games. Whoever wins that is going to take on West Virginia. Okay. And finally, for Regional 2, we have Vanderbilt taking on Oregon. So number 7 versus number 10, Vandy versus Oregon. We have number 2, Duke, taking on Lehigh. And those games are happening in Durham, North Carolina. Okay. We are just continuing on, just to show y'all all the stuff that's happening. It's a lot. It's a whole lot that's happening in the NCAA. Again, this is breaking news. We just got the brackets all situated, and we are going to continue to have some conversations talking about it. But again, we do have some breaking WNBA news, so we're gonna get through the last 2 regionals, matchups, and then we are going to move on to the breaking WNBA news. Okay, let's continue on. Let's talk about regional Birmingham Regional 3. All right, in that we have the number 1 seed Texas. They're gonna either take on High Point or William and Mary. Okay, we'll see ultimately who they end up facing, but they're either going to face High Point or William and Mary. We have Illinois that's going to take on Creighton. Those games are happening in Austin, Texas, because, of course, Texas is a number 1 seed. We have in Columbus, Ohio, because Ohio State is the number 4 seed. Ohio State is taking on Montana State. We have Tennessee taking on South Florida. In Notre Dame, or is Notre Dame a city? I thought South Bend was a city, but anyway. In South Bend / Notre Dame, Indiana, we have Notre Dame as the number 3 seed, so they are hosting. They are taking on SFA, and Michigan is taking on either Iowa State or Princeton, because those 2 teams are playing in the first 4 games. Let's continue on. We have in Fort Worth, Texas, because the TCU is the number 2 seed. They are taking on FDU, and Louisville is taking on Nebraska. All right. And finally, the last regional. Now, again, if your team is not called, that means your team did not make the NCAA tournament. We have Southern Cal, USC, as the number 1 overall seed in this regional, and they are taking on UNC Greensboro. We have Cal versus Mississippi State. We got Kansas State versus Fairfield. We have Kentucky versus Liberty. We have Iowa versus Murray State. We got Oklahoma versus Florida Gulf Coast University. We have Oklahoma State versus South Dakota State. And we have UConn versus Arkansas State. So that is how everything shakes out. That is how the cookie crumbles. What do y'all think about this? Are y'all surprised about some picks? Are y'all surprised about who did not make it? Are y'all surprised about who did make it? I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. All right. Now, that's the news, guys. So I do want to just see real quick what y'all... Yeah, Maxine. Yep. Stanford's streak of appearances is over. It's over. Yeah. The Stanford dynasty is done. It is done. If there was any confusion, any thought about, maybe they'll make the NCAA tournament, no, it's over. It is officially over for Stanford. Yeah, it's done. It's done. Derek says we could actually see South Carolina versus Texas and UCLA versus USC in the Final Four. Yeah. We can see them in the Final Four. We can. Because again, what does the committee like to do? They try their best to separate conference foes. They try their best. So that's why we could absolutely see Texas versus South Carolina and UCLA versus USC. That should be fun. That should be another rematch for the ages. Let's go. I'm excited about it. Oh, Galen says predictions. Anyone I'm taking Haley Van Lith all the way. So TCU is going all the way for you? Okay. All right. I mean, that's going to be quite a slog. That's going to be hard, But hey, in order for TCU to do that, they have to get through Notre Dame. I don't know if that happens. I don't know. They would have to face Notre Dame in the Sweet 16. I don't know. I think that's going to be hard. Big Bumbo says UCLA has a cakewalk of a bracket. Well, let's take a look at the bracket. Let's take a look. Because to be honest with you, I don't actually think this is a cakewalk. I don't. Now, will they get through their like the first two rounds easily? Yes, no problem. Not a problem there. But I'm going to say this. Every team better be afraid when they face Ole Miss. I'm just saying. Because, yes, Baylor is the higher seed. However, they can absolutely get got. I'm just saying. And if Ole Miss actually makes it to where they're facing UCLA, I don't know if that's a cakewalk. Just saying. And then we got LSU in there. Here's the deal. Supposedly, according to Kim Mulkey, Flau'jae and Anissa will be all good to go for the NCAA tournament. And I'm gonna tell you this: with them two, I don't know. Now, does UCLA have an easier path than everybody else? Yes. Is it a cakewalk? No. So they do have some teams that they do have to face. Again, I think LSU is going to be a battle if they face them. I think NC State is going to be a battle if they face them. Ole Miss, if they face them. Even Baylor would be a really good battle. So I'm just saying, it's not a cakewalk. Is it easier than others? Yes, I do think it's easier than others. I do. Is it a cakewalk? No. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. All right. So, guys, that's the news. That's the news. That is the news. But I do want to just give y'all some breaking news that actually just happened. And this news is surprising because supposedly this deal was trying to get in the works a while ago. It didn't happen. And now it has finally happened as Let's see. All right. So here's the deal, guys. Let's switch bases real quick. All right. So that is the talk around the NCAA tournament. All week we will be diving into this. All week. So join me tomorrow as we dive in further into the brackets and all that stuff. So I'm not gonna go super deep in it because we literally have a morning show every single morning. Well, I'm gonna do that. So join me tomorrow at 7:15 a.m. as we break down more aspects about the NCAA tournament. But before we go, I do want to let you all know that we have some breaking news, guys. As of a couple minutes ago, the Connecticut Sun have made a trade. They have made a trade, and Natasha Cloud, the player who wanted to get her way out of Connecticut, has gotten out. And she is going to the New York Liberty. So that should be pretty interesting. That should be a pretty interesting one. Now, in this trade, the Connecticut Sun received the 7th pick in the 2025 WNBA draft, which is this year. And then they also receive a first-round pick in the 2026 draft. And in return, the New York Liberty get Natasha Cloud. Now, this is something that supposedly was trying to get in the works before. And supposedly, Connecticut turned them down. And I'm going to tell you this. This is exactly what the New York Liberty needed. New York needed a point guard. Yes, we saw that Sabrina Ionescu could get the job done last year. Like she stepped up and played point quite a bit for New York. However, Sabrina Ionescu is not a full-time point guard. She's not. For her to play at her best, not a full-time point guard. You needed a point guard. You needed a veteran point guard who can help lift the load for Sabrina. And now you got Natasha Cloud, a top-notch point guard in the league. Yeah, you won. Yeah. Good job. Good job, New York. This is exactly what you needed because you needed to stay a contender, and the way to do that was to get a point guard who could get the job done, and they got it. Connecticut is a barn sale. Like literally everybody's gone, but Marina. Everybody's gone but Marina Mabrey, which is like, if I was her, I'd be like, man, this is like, come on now, like, Tosh, you leaving too? man. This is wild. This is wild. Work says the Sun won the trade. I mean, yeah, in a way, yeah, I think they did. I think they both did, to be honest with you. New York needed a point guard. They got it in Tosh Cloud. So, yeah, they win. And Connecticut, Natasha Cloud was very, 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 very vocal about her not wanting to be there. Marina has too. But really, Natasha Cloud, everybody knows Natasha Cloud didn't want to be there. She wanted to be out. And Connecticut was like, well, you know what? We starting from scratch. We got a new coach coming in. We need people who are bought in. We need people, we need to get a good deal out of this. And I think this is the best deal they could have got. So the 7th pick for the 2025 draft and a first round pick for 2026. I think this is the best they could possibly do. They get Tosh off the books so she can go be happy in New York. And they can try to make some stuff happen. Donald says, would you rather have Ariel Atkins or Natasha Cloud? I think though, you can't even compare those because Natasha Cloud is a straight up point guard. Ariel Atkins is a shooter. If I got to pick between a point guard and a shooter, I'm picking the shooter. I'm picking Ariel Atkins. But to me, I think this was a decision that kind of had to have been made. Here's the deal: like, New York needed a point guard. They got one, right? And her salary is not crazy high. I think one of the reasons why it's hurting Marina Mabrey's ability to get traded is because of her salary. I think if Marina's salary was lower, she would have been traded by now. But because of her salary, I think she's probably gonna have to stay. I think she's probably gonna have to stay. So yeah, Marina Mabrey, she about to make some noise in Connecticut. I'm gonna tell you this. Yes, she don't want to be there. We understand that. We understand she don't want to be there. However, I think with the offense that Rashid Mezian is going to be playing, I think it's going to work really well for Marina. And I think Marina is going to appreciate ultimately being in Connecticut if she stays there. Again, she may end up being traded mid-season or something like that. Because, again, her salary, I think, is a huge hindrance to her being able to get traded. But we'll see. We'll ultimately see what happens from here. But yeah, that is the big news of the day. We have a massive trade in the WNBA because, of course, a whole bunch of stuff has to happen at the same time. Why? I don't know. I don't get it, to be honest with you. I really don't understand how everything has to just pile on at the same time. We got Selection Sunday happening at the same time the Unrival's happening, and then we have this breaking news by Natasha Cloud. Like, it's just like, come on now, can we stagger these things? Can we stagger these things so we can inhale them all together, like all the things? Like, I'm just saying. Anyway, what do y'all think? Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments below. I'm very curious to ultimately see what the Connecticut Sun are going to do in the WNBA draft. It should be fun. It should be fun to see because they're literally rebuilding a roster in like 101 days. Basically, that is the thing. So again, Natasha Cloud has joined the New York Liberty, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens from here. Again, guys, if y'all don't remember, Natasha Cloud was with the Phoenix Mercury last season. She thought she was going to stay at that team. She thought she was going to retire there, all that good stuff. They ended up surprise trading her, something that she did not expect. Trading her to Connecticut, a team that just doesn't have the amenities and whatnot, and so she was very upset about that. And now she's going to the New York Liberty, where they have all the amenities, and she's gonna love rocking out with them because they have everything. They have just about everything that Phoenix has in New York. So yeah. Corsad says the Sun needs to go get Kennedy and Liz. I know you're joking, however, like, why not? Here's the thing. I think both of those players have shown that they're successful in China. Maybe international coaching style, maybe international like flair is exactly what they need. Maybe. I'm gonna tell you this: wherever Kennedy lands in the WNBA, she's gonna be a baller. You better watch out. You better watch out. She's gonna be a baller wherever she goes. If she ends up playing in the WNBA for this upcoming season. Yeah. Omega Khan says the Sun needs to hire Chrissy Sides as head coach. Why would they hire Chrissy Sides? They already have a head coach. Rashid Mezian, I know some of y'all don't know him, but he was the head coach for the Belgium national team, and he's a really good coach. Like I don't know why they would get rid of him and bring in Chrissy Sides. I mean, Chrissy Sides was cool too, but at the same time, like Rashid Mezian, let's see what he do. Because he's done a good job with Belgium. So like, let's see. They'll be around. The Connecticut Sun will be around. It's just whether or not they'll be in Connecticut. I mean, there's a push for them to move to Boston. So I'm just saying. If Boston don't get their own team, it's a push. It is a push. All right, guys, that's the story. That's the stream. I do want to say thank you. Thank you so much for rocking with me, guys. We are a growing community. We are a people who have a lot of fun, and I love rocking with y'all. So like, truly, I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all day. I know I have the wrong graphic. It says Quita in the mornings. It's not the morning, but hey, whatever. Yeah. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow in the morning for a special edition of Quita in the Mornings as we go through some of the stuff we did not cover tonight related to the NCAA tournament. So I hope y'all are excited about it. It should be pretty fun. Now, guys, y'all have a good night. Y'all enjoy. Y'all have a great day. Sorry I didn't get to all y'all chats. I'm so sorry. But I will see y'all in the morning. So make sure to grab your coffee, grab your, juice, whatever. Grab your water, and join me tomorrow at 7:15 a.m. Central Time. 7:15 a.m. Central Time. So see y'all there. Y'all have a great night. Be safe. Have a good night's sleep. And remember, I love you, and I hope you all have a great day. Y'all, see y'all in the next one. Y'all, women's basketball is fire. Shout out to Team Rose. I'm just saying, shout out to Chelsea Gray. Because early in that game, I saw comments online where people was like, "Oh, Chelsea Gray's stinking it up. Chelsea Gray is not doing her thing today." But watch, she put her team on her back without Angel and did her big one. I'm just saying. Chelsea Gray. Let's go. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next one. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.